G'day guys, Warwick Screen here, back from Kiln Creek Ranch in Scone. Today we're gonna elaborate on the quick tip during the week of driving off and working around, and you know how we can, and how coming from behind a cow and can teach our horses so much, you know, not to be in such a rush to get back and stop that cow, and just build, you know, teach them horses how to move a cow and to stop a cow, and then let the cow train them more, and us stay out of their way a bit more. So this is a horse that Casey and I got out of Nutrien, and he's out of a Conman mare by Acres Destiny, and he's had a very good job done on him. He's pretty green. We're going to get him going, take him back for the draft next year, and he's had a bit of work up the hills, and he's had a bit of riding since we've had him, but we haven't actually worked cows in the arena. Maybe a little bit of turning back here and there, but he hasn't actually been worked. So what I'm going to show you today is how I start a horse like this. I'm going to drive off. I'm going to go to that cow's hip. I'm going to drive off and teach him how to move a cow, so he can learn how to go and stop a cow. And from there, that cow will pull him around, teach him to turn, and teach him how to work a cow. So we'll go and have a go at that. I've got no turn back help in here. I just want to get that point across to you guys about working around and how you know, how we can get this stuff done while we're at home by ourselves, and you know, a few cows in the middle, or however you want to do it. We don't need fresh cows every single day, and I'm just going to show you how I get it done. If I was to I've worked a lot by myself, and it's a pretty easy concept, a really good way to start. You know, driving him out there. I'm really trying to stay in position there, get over there and get stopped. So I'm just going to take him back to that cow, try to get that cow up on the fence a little bit, back on his hip, wait for that cow to break off, push away, get stopped, back to that cow, and let him find them releases. He had a little wind there, he stopped that cow and took it away from the mob. So, you know, he needs to get that release there a little bit, so he knows he's done a good job. So let him have them releases, get stopped, slow through the turn, back to the. You can see how working around here, I can keep the pressure. You know, I can work a breaker around, or a very unbroke horse around a mob, if I stay in position and if my pressure and releases are right. So I'm just going to take him back to that fence there, go to his hip, come from behind that cow, teach this horse how to move that cow. Get stopped, slow through the turn, back to the. Might let him just another one there. So I want you to take note how this horse changes through this work. Get something with a bit more sting here, hopefully. I'm going to teach this horse how to move this cow. Here we go. Get stopped, release, back to the cow. That cow there, I'm just going to step my horse up, get his ears working, let that cow pull him. Perfect there, come from behind that cow, get over, get stopped. Let that cow drag you through the turn. That cow, I'm going to step him back to that cow and move it again. What I'm trying to build here is give this horse time to process what's going on. He's bred for camp drafting, so he probably needs a little more time to process things. I'm going to break off there and move that cow. Go get stopped and relaxed. I don't think it matters what discipline you're in, anything to do with cattle, a horse needs to know how to move a cow and stop a cow. And just change sides here, back to that hip, get that cow to travel. Once that cow breaks off, we'll go stop him. Go around your herd, press off, stay even with your herd to bring him back into you and create that turn. Let your horses get them release. He wants to wander off there, just there to help him. Get stopped, let that cow pull you through the turn. Don't be in a hurry to get back there and stop that cow. The slower I come through there, the slower I keep my cow. If I was to get through there, oh, you're late, bang, send him over there, you know, like that cow's going to get faster and faster and this horse ain't going to hold it. But if I keep my position, keep the concept of coming from behind a cow, it's going to give this horse all the time in the world to process that. It's going to keep him confident. We're working around, so he's got all the time in the world. Let him come up on that cow's hip there a little bit and drive that cow around. Want to get his ears working, so that cow means something to him. And a little bit behind, I'm going to go around my herd there. Get stopped. Get that release. You can see that horse licking and chewing there now. You know, he's coming over there, he's feeling that pressure, he's coming over here, he's getting that release. So that's what he's hunting for now. So look at him, now he doesn't even want to go up to that cow. You know, this is a cow, this horse hasn't been worked like this. He's had a lot of work, but he hasn't worked like this, and straight away from coming from behind a cow, he's learned how to move it, he's learned how to stop it. Up the cow hip, break it off, come around me herd. I don't need to panic about getting back there. I need to let me horse process that, get over, get stopped, find that release. Just a couple more times. Just want to break off on this side. I've worked on the other side a little bit. I'm going to take him back to that cow's hip. Help him when he needs. This is very comfortable. He's very relaxed. This is very easy for him. He's got lots of time to process it all. And I'm using the cow to get me horse broken. That cow's going to get my horse a lot broker than I can mechanically. He's found that release there. He's real happy to be here. And this is something that, you know, the next horse will work. We're gonna go into some 2-year-olds that have been in training for a year now, and show how this program evolves. Look at this horse here. He's tied in there. Nothing's hard for him. He's coming from behind here. He's back to the spot. The slower we can keep this, the better. Because they'll go fast. It's easy to go fast. Everyone can go fast. Not many people can go slow. I think slow is smooth and smooth is fast. If we teach our horses to go slow, they'll go as fast as we want. Righto, here we've got a filly that she just a little bit behind me other horses. She just turned up a little later. She had some issues along the way where she couldn't get rode and whatnot, and so she's probably just a little bit further behind. And I'm just going to show with her how, I'm just going to keep that same concept. We're working around. We're coming from behind a cow. We're going to teach her how to move that cow like we did right there. And then we're going to let her stop. We're going to let that cow pull her through the turn. Trying to stay even with me herd here. See that cow keep turning into me, that's how I know when I'm in position. I might feel real long or real short, but if that cow's going to come into me, I know that I'm right. It's going to step to that cow there, show me horse where the cow is, go to the hip, push that cow off, come from behind, get it to break off. Don't be in a hurry to stop that cow. Let your horse find that release there. Give him a second to think and to lick his lips and understand what's going on. You want to get him to a point, you know, walk him up there, get his ears moving, break that cow off, teach him how to move that cow. Go and get stopped. So, you know, look, even if this horse has missed a bit of time, if we just stick with this concept, there's no reason why she can't catch up. You know, at the end of the day, the cream rises to the top, and she might decide in her 3-year-old that she wants, 3-year-old year, she wants to be the best horse. So just because she's missed a bit of time or she's a bit further behind doesn't mean that she can't do it. And right there, you seen me, I was a bit late coming behind that cow. I had to get over there, get stopped, give her a little release. And then because I'm working around, I can have them few little opportunities there to help her a bit, take a step back, make sure she comes through there properly. And, you know, if I was working flat, I wouldn't have enough time to do that. And she'd just get more and more scared. You know, she hasn't been easy to get broke. So I just got to keep using that cow. There we go. And she felt real tight then coming into that stop because she was rating that cow coming around the fence. Yeah. Just staying in time with that cow there, coming from behind the cow. Good girl. Give her that second there to see her. She's not as hooked up as a horse further along, but she's doing everything real good here. I might just get Nio to come and give us a hand as soon as I get this cow off the fence, get it breaking off, come around me herd, just press away, give her a bit of room. There, stop, slow through the turn, really good. See that horse, even under that pressure there, that horse still kept the same concept. Come from behind the cow, went and got stopped, got still, got happy. All very quick just then because we were feeling the pressure. But, you know, because I've been drumming that into her, because I haven't been hurrying her through there, she didn't lose her form. She didn't lose her mind. She was still able to process that deal because we've given her, because over the last 6 months or whatever, we've given her plenty of time to process what's going on. We allowed that cow to pull her through the turn. There we can just push off that cow a little bit, go around me herd, stay even with that herd. There, that horse thinking on her own there a little bit. We'll just help her. Get over there even with that herd. Let that cow pull her through the turn. Just help her there. She just wanted to come up into that cow. That's give me a good opportunity to. Won't worry about that stuff right there. Just time with that cow, and over time it's going to fix it. Everything that we worry about that over time is going to fix that if we can keep working a cow. This cow coming out of here a lot. If I just go to there, it's going to draw that cow into my hip. I don't have to be in a hurry of getting back there. If I hurry to get back there, it's going to scare this cow and I'll lose it. But I can come from behind that cow, stay out of that cow's bubble, and keep that work slow and give my horse time to process through that. All right, now we've got another little filly here. She's a pretty nice little horse too. She has easy as the other one, as you'd say, or you know, I wouldn't say either of them were easy, but she's probably not built as good. She's probably doesn't have the same talent as the other one. So, you know, she's been a little bit trickier in spots to get her body going, and, you know, we might have needed our brokenness a little bit more, or our mechanics a little bit more, but it's all come from that same deal, just driving off and using that cow and getting them there and getting them stopped and getting them happy. You can see me horse licking the lips there, like it's keeping it as easy as we can for him. There's going to be plenty of hard days, so we just need to get it as easy as we can. Just want to show you here, if I just step her up there, where that cow's going to pull to where that herd is. And that's what I want to talk about when we're working around. Right there, I'm just going to press away, going to back her back into position there, and just show her, just help her there, just show her where to be. She kind of got wandering over there a little bit. So I'm going to just go back to that cow, let that cow break off, come from behind it. Once that cow's got some momentum, get over there, get stopped. Once again, if I just step up in here, that's going to create that turn. That cow's going to create that turn. If we can get our horses to travel and to rate and to stop, they'll turn around by themselves. A lot of us are so worried about the turnaround, and yeah, we need the mechanics and we need to have them broke, and we need to be able to help them when they get in trouble. So we need our brokenness and our mechanics for that. But if we can teach them to move a cow and stop a cow, they'll go with it, and they're going to turn. They're going to do it their way, and I think that's a big thing. Like, this horse is never going to do it like the last horse, but if I stay consistent on my position, I'll just get Naya to help me here a little bit. If I stay consistent with my position here, as I let it come around the herd, I basically want to be all the time. Now, if Naya comes in here and I'm in position, this horse should go. So, didn't quite. That's horses and cows. I want to bring that to my hip. I'm going to bring that, teach this horse, the end game for this horse, I want her to know how to control a cow, how to trap a cow by herself. So, what we're doing here is teaching her position, staying consistent with that, how to move that cow and stop that cow by coming from behind that cow. Behind that cow is going to help us with our brokenness. Just keep it going. It's going to help us with our brokenness. It's going to help her. I can use that cow there to get her to clean her body up through that turn. Get her shoulders. Just a little spot there where I could. There we go. There's a bit of real stuff there. And that's just from being consistent about that position. This is all nice and slow. You know, one day that's going to get quicker and harder. But this is all nice and slow for this horse, where we're just keeping the same concept. We're coming from behind the cow. We've taught our horse how to move that cow. She's pretty confident about that. She's pretty confident about getting over there and getting stopped. And she's for me to let me help her when she gets a bit lost at times. And I just want to make the point of I'm actually working around here, but this cow's been pretty good, so we're just taking this opportunity to work flat a little bit. Draw that cow into it, let this. There we go, we know we're in position, we brought the cow to us. Let her think on her own. There, that was a bit. That shoulder out of the way. Help her there a little bit. I wanted to beat the cow there a little bit, so I just showed her where to be. And that bit of jaw, get her back over. Bit of jaw there. Good. There we go, she found that release there real good. A little bit short here. Just going to let her think her way through that. Really good there. Just coming from, but there, good. So you can see this by coming from behind that cow over the last year. This horse has got really confident. She's really cow smart about moving a cow and stopping a cow, and then all the rest are starting to come together. So I just hope that you guys have got a bit out of these videos. It's really simple, but it's really hard to do, and we work on it every single day in here. And you know, I work on them, and I work on my position on a cow and how I read a cow, and I think just the biggest thing I want to get across is how important it is to have our horses cow smart, not cowy, not reacting off a cow. And I think the best way to do that is to come from behind a cow. Teach our horses how to move a cow and be in position ourselves, so we can drive a cow around, and then we can allow our horses to go and stop a cow, and basically if we're in position, the rest will take care of itself. And you know, working around and driving off is going to teach him that rate, and bring that cow into it, and use that cow to help us train them and help us train a stiff one, or you know, not such an easy horse. Like if we can keep our position consistent and keep it cow related, well, the cow's going to help us get what we want done at the end of the day. And the horse is going to have its own style, but we can work at that each day, and try to just get them efficient in the way that they want to do it. And you know, working around is a really good thing to do that, and to keep our horses happy, because it's up to us how much pressure we want to put on them and how much release they get. And you know, when we're working around, we can just push off and go around the herd. We don't have to go and stop that cow every time, and you know, that'll just give that horse confidence until the cow either breaks down and the horse is signed on, thinking about its job, and we've got an opportunity to go and to work flat, and we don't have to put our horses in them situations where they get scared, or you know, it's too hard for them. And basically at the end of the day, they're like us, and if their confidence is gonna beat training every day of the week. So thanks for listening, guys, and all the best with them.